Master Everett's here doing Joong-Gun pattern. We're going to go kind of slow through the pattern, but put all the movements, all the 32 movements of this pattern together and work through the combinations of movements also. Alright, so Joong-Gun starts in closed ready stance B, which is out in front of the belly button, just a little bit in front of the belly button. Alright, and then the left hand covers that right hand up where you cannot see the fist. Alright, so the opening move, I'm going to look to the left and I'm going to turn my right foot in just a little bit as I come into my downward motion with my body, and then I'm going to elevate and come up for the first move. Alright, this is our reverse knife hand, alright, or the ridge hand block. So again, from ready stance, I'm going to turn the foot as I bend, and then elevate up, and then come in for the ridge hand block. The second move, I want to pull the front leg up and do the front leg front kick without moving the hands. Alright, kick is going belly button level. And the third move, I'm going to step forward, and both hands are going to be in front of me. Alright, and my right hand is going to circle out and around as the left hand reaches out and comes back to make the right upward palm block. Alright, now there's the first three moves. Basically, we're just going to pivot all the way around and do the same three moves facing the other direction. Alright, so we have our middle section. Alright, so the block is in front of the shoulder. Notice I'm not sideways. My body is, my shoulders are at a 45-degree angle as I make this middle section block. Alright, then I'm going to pick my front leg up. This is supposed to be a full speed kick, but remember it's supposed to be up and in. We're kicking this direction at belly button level. So I pick up, fire the front kick in, hold the reach angle for a second. The kicking foot steps down, and then I'm going to pivot as I step forward. And then my left hand is out in front, my right hand is slightly back behind. And then I'm going to go into the left upward palm block. Alright, so if we put those opening 6 moves together now, we've got the reverse knife hand, front leg front kick. We step down and into the upward palm block. Then I spin all the way around to my right, back stance or L stance, middle section block, front leg, front kick, make sure those hands aren't moving. We drop straight down and the hands come out in front of the body, and then the left hand will circle out as the right hand reaches and pulls back for the upward palm block. Okay, now from there we have a double knife hand block and an L stance. And then we're going to gather just a little bit and shift into a front stance for the reverse upper elbow. Alright, so from this last position, we're in our rear foot stance. Alright, and we're doing the upper palm block. That rear foot stance, if you'll notice how the heel is up off the ground and the foot is slightly turned in, not forward, slightly turned in. The feet are okay at about shoulder width on this rear foot stance. Alright, so from here, I'm going to bring my hands in, and I'm going to reach back and go into my L stance for my double knife hand block. That back and forward motion, very important to create momentum there. Now as I go into the reverse elbow, I'm going to bring the hand back and reach out with the other hand. Alright, and then my shoulders have slightly turned forward. I want to leave a little bit of shoulder turn so when I shift out into this left front stance, with that upward elbow, that I've still got good acceleration with my hips and my body. Again, the elbow is this target, not this target, but the target is basically in front of the shoulder. Alright, then we repeat those same 2 movements. I would step forward with my right foot, and my hands would be started in front of my chest, and I reach back and then forward to make the middle section double knife hand block. Again, we just don't want to stop. Back and forward. Back and forward. So from that reverse elbow, notice the elbow is slightly higher than the shoulder. Fist is close to the ear. I'm going to bring my hands in, back, and forward for the middle section double knife hand guarding block. Alright, from there again we're going to shift into a right front stance. The front foot is going to gather back slightly as the front hand reaches out and the back hand makes its way back, so we get a little more range of motion for the right front stance with the left upper elbow. Alright, so from there we're in a right front stance with the left upper elbow. I'm going to bring my hands in and I'm going to let them relax as I step forward into a front stance with a twin high vertical punch. And then the hands are going to drop just a little bit, and then I'm going to circle back for the twin upset punch. All right, so that little combination, starting here in a rear foot stance with the left upward palm block, looks like this. Had to move back just a little bit there so I didn't get too close to the camera, so make sure we can catch everything. Okay, so from there we're going to turn and go the other direction. All right, we're in a right front stance with the twin upset punch out. The front foot steps over in line with the other foot and just steps slightly in. From there I'm going to pivot and my arms come out away from the body, and from here you'll be able to catch how the arms come in and then up to make that move. All right, so again, the arms start out, they're going to come in and up. This is called an X fist rising block. In and up. Not very powerful, just think about catching and then lifting as we do this movement. All right, so from the right front stance with the double upset, it's step slightly up, pivot, bring the hands out away from the body, out and up for the X fist rising block. All right, now from here the left foot is going to gather back to the right foot, and the arms are going to pull into the chest, and from there I reach out with my left hand for the left back fist. All right, now from there we're going to combine two movements in what's called fast motion. All right, from this left side forward back L stance with a high back fist, I'm going to shift into a front stance and make what looks like a little circular hammer fist. But that's actually a wrist release. All right, someone has grabbed a hold of our wrist and we're wrist releasing by doing that motion. And then from there, doing a high reverse punch. All right, just think the back fist was high, the reverse punch is going to be high also. So from that back fist, high back fist, it's 1, 2. All right, fast motion. And there are 2 breaths on that also. All right, so we have the from the back fist, and again the punch is high, not middle section. We'll see that fist up in the air. All right, so the next 3 moves we're going to do the same 3 moves we did here, but we're going to go the other direction. So the right foot steps up to the left foot. All right, touching or just very, very, very close to the other foot. So I'm going to step up, load my back fist, relax, elevate, and come out with a right side forward back stance with a right high back fist strike. All right, from there it's the same movement. We're shifting into a front stance, and there's the motion for the circular release. All right, then we're going to down, up, down, and make the high punch. Again, just connecting those 2 things. The wrist release and the back fist. All right, but remember the wrist release is done here. We're going to time the front stance landing with the wrist release and just very quickly follow with that high punch. All right, so we have, all right, that was not quite fast enough. So yeah, that was better. All right, so those techniques, so you can see them from this side, from that X high rising block. I'm going to come back, relax, standing up really tall, right? And then down, and then from there, I'm going to make the, and then feet all the way together, and the back fist, and then the circular to the high punch. All right, now from there, I'll keep going facing this direction so you can see the movements. I'm going to step up with my right foot, but notice when I step up, I'm not going to turn this back foot. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to step up, and from here, I'm going to start my pivot as I come with my left front stance and the high section double forearm block. All right, so I'm going to go back and do that again from the right front stance with the left hand out. I'm going to step up, my hands come in, and then I'm going to reach back. Both palms are facing out, and I'm in a left front stance with a left double forearm block. From here, I'm going to bring my left hand back, and my right hand is going to reach out just a little bit. And again, as soon as this left hand comes back, I'm going to make my back L stance with my side punch. All right? So from here, we should see this in one motion, the back and forward motion into the back stance with a side punch. Now from here, we have a turning side kick. All right? The right foot is going to come up and all the way over to this side of the body as the arms cross. And from there, as I punch out with my right hand, then my left hand is going to come back to my side. All right, we'll see that again. From the right side forward, left side forward, back stance with the side punch out. As my leg comes into my chest, my arms are going to cross. And then as I pivot and side kick, the hands come into position, then I re-chamber, come down to neutral, and from there I'm going to repeat those same three movements. I'm going to step forward with my right foot. Again, the hands are coming back, but the right foot comes forward, front stance with a high double forearm block. Then the right hand comes back L stance on the side punch, and I'm right side forward with the right side punch, and then my back leg is going to turn. As I turn, my hands cross. And as I make my side kick, my left hand goes out, my right hand goes back to my side, then I re-chamber and come down to neutral. All right, so those 6 movements, the 2 sets of 3s, the double forearm block, side punch, turning side kick. All right, we'll do that twice. We'll take a look at those more at a little bit more of a normal speed. Hands in and back. Hands back and forward. Cross the arms, pivot and side kick. Neutral, and then from there I'm going to reach back and forward. Again, for room's sake, I'm going to move back a little bit. Double forearm block, back and forward, the back stance, side punch, and then the pivoted side kick, and then neutral. I'm going to reach back to make my next move, which is a double guarding block. We've done quite a few of these in forms before. So after that left side kick, I re-chamber, come down to neutral. I'm going to reach back with the hands and make the double fist guarding block. From here, I'm going to gather slightly with the left foot, and my hands are going to come up into this position. All right, the left foot is going to come back to the right foot. Left hand is going to go down. Right hand is going to go up. Now from here, it's where we keep the weight heavy on the back leg and slide this foot out as we make the slow pressing block. Again, look at the hands, not here, just slightly turned in. But don't over-exaggerate. I don't want to see people doing this move in a year or so. All right, so just very, very, very slightly. All right, now from there, I'm left side forward in my front stance. I'm going to step forward, reach back. Again, back L stance, double guarding block. I'm going to gather slightly. Notice my shoulders slightly turned forward also. Not full facing. Shoulder still at a slight angle. My right hand is down low. My left hand is up high. I keep the weight heavy on the back leg. And as that right foot slides out, I'm going into my front stance with the pressing block. All right. Again, you see how this is slightly turned out. This is ever so slightly turned in. All right. From here, the left hand is going to reach out and the right hand is going to come to the side. But the left leg is going to slowly come to the right leg as we come up and around and make the angle punch, all right? Which looks like a hook punch, right? Or it is a hook punch. All right, so from the right front stance with the pressing block, I'm going to look and step up into the angle punch. Now, the last 2 moves of the pattern, I'm going to step out with a right leg. My hands are going to swing back, and the right leg is going to go forward for the U-shaped block, and then the right foot steps to the left foot. And then we transfer the weight, the hands come back, and the left foot steps into the fixed stance with the U-shaped block. All right, so that second half would, I know I did facing this direction, I hope that doesn't throw you off. We get into the first half of the pattern here with that twin upset. That's where we step and we do all these moves basically facing the other direction. All right. So from that is gather, back fist, release, and high punch. Feet together and back fist, right side forward, shifting wrist release and high punch. Right foot steps up to the left foot steps out, front stance, double forearm block. Left foot slides back, left side punch, and then the right turning side kick. And then we go to neutral, and we do the same 3 movements again. Front stance, double forearm block. Back stance, right side forward with a side punch. And then the left turning side kick. And then we reach back and make the double fist guarding block. And that's where the left foot comes in. And we slide into the pressing block. And we step right side forward with a double guarding block. And the right foot slides in. And we slide back out into the pressing block. I would chamber and come up into the angle punch. And then from here you'll get to see the last 2 movements. The right leg steps out and the hands come back. We're in our fixed stance with our U-shaped block. And then feet together, transferring the body weight, the hands come back and forward into the U-shaped block again. And left foot comes back to ready stance. 32 moves, a lot of shifting in this pattern. So this pattern is about power, power, power. I know all the forms are about power, right? But there's a lot of shifting in this. Those 2 side kicks are very strong. So I would suggest working this form in combination, doing two moves at a time, 3 moves at a time, 1, 2, 3, and just get really strong with each little series of movements. And then start later putting it together for one strong Joong-Gun pattern. All right, thank you very much for playing along today.